From hip-hop icon to federal defendant, Sean Diddy Combs now waits, while 12 strangers weigh a mountain of testimony that could send him to prison for life. In the next few minutes, we'll break down the charges, the key evidence, the high-stakes closing arguments, and exactly what the jury will and won't be allowed to consider. Hey everyone, I'm Dan for Dynamic Trends. If you're new here, smash that subscribe button for deep dive coverage of today's biggest stories. Now, let's set the stage. After 7 weeks, 34 witnesses, and hours of explicit video, the US government says it has proved Diddy ran a 10-decade criminal enterprise built on fear, drugs, and so-called freak-offs. Defense lawyers insist he's guilty only of bad taste and domestic violence, not federal racketeering. Sean Combs, 55, isn't just another celebrity on trial. He's a self-made mogul who turned Bad Boy Records into $1 billion brand and helped soundtrack an era. But the prosecution says that behind the champagne lifestyle was a darker operation, one that trafficked women and brutalized anyone who said no. A conviction could rewrite how America remembers one of hip-hop's most influential figures. Under RICO, prosecutors must show 2 things. 1, a criminal enterprise existed, and 2, that Diddy committed a pattern of racketeering acts: kidnapping, arson, bribery, sex trafficking. If the jury believes even some of those acts happened as part of his empire, he could face 15 years to life. Enter Cassie Ventura, R&B singer, ex-girlfriend, and the woman whose 2023 civil lawsuit sparked a chain reaction of accusations. Jurors watched 2016 security video of Diddy punching and kicking her in a Los Angeles hallway. He's the leader of a criminal enterprise. He doesn't take no for an answer. Cassie testified she endured hundreds of drug-fueled group sex encounters with paid male escorts, encounters Diddy allegedly called freak-offs. Another accuser, known only as Jane, described nearly identical marathons from 2021 until Diddy's arrest in 2024. Homeland Security agents read jurors' hours of texts, some arranging escorts, others threatening careers. Bodyguards and personal assistants allegedly booked luxury suites, bought cocaine, even blocked elevator cameras, so Diddy could control every angle. I knew what hotel night meant. You set the scene, you get out of the way. These insiders are critical. Under RICO, employees who help facilitate crimes strengthen the government's enterprise narrative. Defense counsel Mark Agnifilo called the entire proceeding a fake trial, claiming prosecutors are trying to criminalize a consensual swinger lifestyle. He reminded jurors that many encounters were videotaped. Why record your own crimes? He asked. The defense rested without calling a single witness, banking on reasonable doubt and the possibility that just one juror balks at labeling kink as crime. Prosecutor Slavic argued that money and fear bought silence for years, but that stops now. She replayed damning clips, held up still images of Cassie's bruises, and called Diddy's empire a kingdom of criminal activity designed to serve one man's desires. Meanwhile, the defense ridiculed the government for turning baby oil and a stroglide into evidence. Their parting shot. This is the United States, not the Scarlet Letter. We don't jail people for unconventional sex. As soon as Judge Aru Subramanian finished instructions, jurors head to a sealed room. No phones, no internet, just evidence binders and a 4-person's notebook. First, we elect a 4-person. Then we take an initial vote off and a secret ballot to see where everyone stands. It can be shocking when the split is 8-4 or 10-2. That's when the long debate begins. They'll review 5 counts individually. If they can't agree, they'll tell the judge they're deadlocked. The judge can push them to keep trying what's called an Allen charge. But if consensus still proves impossible, we could see a mistrial. We asked 3 legal analysts what they expect. Diddy might be cooked on the transportation charge. Escorts testified their only reason for crossing state lines was sex. The jury may hang on racketeering, a complex charge that even one trafficking conviction carries 15 years. Win or lose, this trial expands RICO's reach into celebrity culture. setting precedent for future Me Too-era prosecutions. And remember, if jurors split on some counts, but agree on others, the judge can accept partial verdicts, meaning Diddy could walk on a few charges, yet still face decades behind bars. A conviction would shake the entertainment world. Record labels might re-evaluate contracts. Streaming platforms could pull catalogs, and civil suits would skyrocket. An acquittal or hung jury could embolden other celebrities facing misconduct claims to fight in court rather than settle. Either way, the trial has already forced a public reckoning about power dynamics, consent, and the grey area between adult kink and criminal coercion. So what happens this week? Cameras aren't allowed inside the deliberation room. But once the jury sends its first note, maybe requesting readbacks or clarifications, we'll know they're deep in the weeds. If a verdict lands, sentencing would follow in 90 to 120 days. If there's a mistrial, prosecutors must decide whether to retry a decision influenced by juror feedback and public pressure. You don't want to miss the moment that verdict drops. So, subscribe and ring the bell. YouTube sometimes hides breaking videos in your feed. Share this deep dive with a friend who still thinks freak-offs is just tabloid gossip. Comment below. Do you see reasonable doubt? Or is the evidence overwhelming? We'll pin the most insightful takes at the top of the thread, and we'll relive the minute the jury. For Dynamic Trends, I'm Dan. Stay curious, stay informed, and I'll see you at verdict time. Don't forget to subscribe to Dynamic Trends for more breaking news, deep dives, and trending stories you won't see anywhere else. And be sure to check the link in the description for 10 amazing Amazon products we've handpicked just for you. Hit that like button, leave a comment, and we'll see you in the next video.